Hello there. How are you? Well, it's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's Torah Tuesday. Yay. And that is a good thing. I hope you're enjoying my background. I am in Behar, Florida. See the beach, and I'm in a park. See the beach and the ocean back there? Actually, it's a bay, but who cares? So, I hope you like the background. Today, I'm going to tell you a story again. Mr. and Mrs. Stein lived a very simple life. They owned a clothing store in the not so great part of town. Mr. Stein kept the back office, and Mrs. Stein handled the selling. Their customers were very loyal and had no problem with the Steins closing the store every Saturday. If you needed the Steins, you either looked in the store or the show. Life was good. Their children were off to the big city with families of their own, and they wanted for nothing. 6 years went by, and time for Mr. Stein to do the yearly books. Like he did on the seventh year, he zeroed out his accounts receivable. Like every seventh year, his accountant went absolutely ballistic. He screamed at him, "Your loyal customers are stealing from you." He'd scream in a sarcastic tone. "They know what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. They're going to take advantage of you." On and on he would yell and scream at Mr. Stein. The Steins' customers would come into the store within a week of getting their statement, and every man, every woman, would come up to the Steins, thank them, and shake their hand. Never did the Steins pull away with an empty hand. There was always cash. No one asked. It just happened. The Steins would take a portion of this cash and donate it, tzedakah. The roof leaked one year. Word spread and a roofer came. No, he wouldn't take money. The car broke down. No, the mechanic wouldn't take the Steins' money either. 50 years the Steins were in business. It was time to finally retire. The whole town came out for the celebration. The mayor gave a speech. Customers would tell stories about the store. And every woman, every man, every child hugged Mr. and Mrs. Stein. They turned off the lights for the very last time, locked the door for the very last time, and turned to see the crowd. Well, they were still there. It was Friday and the sun was going down. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew where the Steins were headed, but no one left. Mr. and Mrs. Stein started towards the shul, just like every other Friday. The crowd was still there, but now behind them. Everyone was headed to shul. Every man, every woman, and every child. Mr. and Mrs. Stein looked at each other, then the crowd following them. Then at each other again. He smiled. She put her hand in his, and off they went. Now, this week's Parsha, Behar Bechukotai, God tells us about the sabbatical years and the Jubilee. We're to grow our crops and extend credit for 6 years. In the seventh year, we're to let the land rest, forgive outstanding debts, and rotate possession of property. Because just like on Shabbat, we rest. Now, can you imagine your bank writing off your house or car note? No. How about we let go instead? How about we let go of regret, grudges, and the everyday mundane? Once a week, every seventh day, we can be like Mr. and Mrs. Stein, hand in hand. Well, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourself. From beautiful Navarre, no, you can't see the pier. It's in back, front of me. From beautiful Navarre, Florida. You like my spiffy vest, by the way? I'm doing an art project out here. I'm getting very artistic. Okay, that's why I'm here. So I got all the uniform, I call it. Okay, my artistic uniform. Anyway, I will see you Tuesday, next Tuesday, for Torah Tuesday. Okay, peace out.